Well, there are 31 tips on how to find property, and to some extent, I've given everybody sort of a peek at it, right? So one of the key variables I look at is days on market. It's called DOM. And you can look it up if it's on almost all of these real estate websites. You can see how long the listing has been up for. And I look for properties that nobody else wants. And, have I ever told you the story of how I bought a townhouse from a hoarder?
No.
I don't think
I'll tell
so.
you that. So looking at DOM, days on market, I noticed the townhouse in a very good location had been on the market, I think, 300 days. In a hot market, a 300-day listing. I mean, what the heck is that? So I said to him, well, I'm going to go have a look at that. And as soon as the door opened to this townhouse, I understood why it hadn't sold. I had never seen a house owned by a hoarder. And there were things, stuff piled 6 and 8 feet high. You had to sort of turn sideways to go through the property. I think she had 4 or 5 cats, so you can imagine the smell. Nobody would even go in. Certainly, if my wife had been with me, she would have said, "I'll sit in the car." But I went in and I met the owner and her realtor and walked through it. And I thought to myself, if we could get all of this stuff out of here, this might be quite interesting. And most of the townhouses in that area were selling for $400,000 or $500,000. And I offered the lady, the owner, and her realtor $240,000. And the realtor said, "Well, that's an insult." And I said, "Well, it's been for sale for 300 days or whatever. And, but